Hello students, welcome for today's session. So in today's session we are going to see how to write the JavaScript program for the demonstration of a prompt box. So what happens usually when you try to fill any form, you get a prompt box. So you are going to check on how you are going to create that prompt box, so that if there is any error then it is going to prompt you out. Alright, so I'm going to start with the notepad. Okay, the first thing I'm going to start with is the root element, that is HTML. I'm going to give the head, title. Okay, I'm going to give the title as prompt box. Close the title. Okay, close the head tag. Then I'm going to start with the body part. One simple paragraph element I'm including. All right, which just says click the button to demonstrate the prompt box. Okay, it just says you need to click the button so that you get the illustration of a prompt box. Then I need to create a button because I've given the sentence above, so I need to create a button. So I'm going to use the button tag, which is going to create one clickable button. And then I say on click to define the function myfunc, and then I say click me. So this is going to be written on the button, click me. All right, so is it clear till here? Just have written I've included one paragraph element and one button. Okay, so then the next part is paragraph id is equal to demo. Then I'm going to start with my JavaScript. I have to define the function. So what is the name of my function? Myfunc. So I'm going to define it over here. I'm going to define one variable x, okay, and then one variable called as person. Now what this person variable is going to do, it is going to create the prompt. So I say prompt, which says what is the message you want to enter in your prompt, which has to be displayed in your prompt, should be written over here. So I've written here, please enter your name. Okay, and then I have just written here Batman. That is going to be the default text that is going to be displayed on your prompt box. All right. So then what if the person does not enter the name? Okay, it's not necessary that always the user is going to enter the name, so we need to take care of this condition also. So I'm going to use the if condition, and then I say if person is not equal to is equal to null, like if he has not entered anything, then what I am going to do is x is equal to hello person, and then not equal to means if he has entered his name, then what I want to do is hi, how are you, hello, how are you. So if he has entered properly, then I'm going to ask him this question which says hello, how are you. All right, and then I'm going to display the x. So I write document dot get element by id. What is the element you're trying to get? Demo dot inner html is equal to x. Okay, so if the person has entered some value, then what you want to do is you want to display him a message saying hello, the name of the person, how are you. Okay, then I'm closing the script, html and body. So then I click on save. I save it as prompt.html. Click on all files and I say save. So this is my program prompt.html. I'm going to open it with, you can open it with any browser, but I'm using Google Chrome. So now it says click the button to demonstrate the prompt box. So what is going to happen when I click on the button? See, here I'm going to get a prompt box which displays or which says please enter your name. So now I need to enter the name. So by default, can you observe Batman is written over there? Okay, so this is the default text. Now I want to enter my name. So if I enter it over here, okay, and then I click OK. So what happens when I'm entering the name? It says hello Vinaya, how are you? Because we have written the if condition for that. So this if condition was written for displaying the name of the person. All right. Now the next question is what we are going to do when the condition is different. Like if the person does not enter anything, then what I am supposed to do? So I am going to write here else. Okay. I'm going to write x is equal to enter your name. All right. So what is going to happen if he does not enters the name? Then I'm asking him that listen, you need to enter your name. Instead of x, I'm going to take it as y, and then I say document dot get element by id demo, okay, dot inner html is equal to y. So this is what I want to display. But the first thing I have to remember, I have declared only one variable, so I need to declare one more variable, that is y. All right. So I'm going to save this one, and then I refresh the page. Okay. Then when I click on the button, I'm not going to enter anything. Okay. And then I say okay. Then still it says hello, how are. All right. So this is how we can use the prompt box. So now we will see one more program. In this program, what we are trying to do is we are going to create a button, and when I click on the button, I want a loop to be run. So what should I happen in this loop? In this loop, I want the steps to be skipped at loop number like the iteration number 3. All right. So we'll start with Notepad. We'll start with the program. You will understand what I'm trying to say. All right. So HTML, head, title. Okay, I'm going to give the title as skip step. This is just the title. All right. Close the head tag. Okay, and then start with the body tag. Paragraph which says, again I'm going to create the button. So both these programs are going to help you to be quite acquainted with buttons. Okay, how to create a button, how to use those buttons. All right, that is the intention for this program. Click the button to create a loop which will skip the step where I, so I is equal to 3. So this step is going to be skipped. This prompt keep appearing. Okay, I'm going to close the paragraph element. Now I'm going to create one button element. So button on click is equal to, now I'm going to create one function. So this is nothing but again the same name I'm giving, my func. All right, and then what I'm going to write on the button, click me. Close the button tag. So the first thing what I've done is I've created a button. Now I have to define the function. So I'm going to start with the script tag. Function. What is the name of the function? My func. Okay, so this is the name of my function. Then I'm going to declare a variable x, I, and I'm going to initialize it with the value 0. So initially my loop counter is at 0. I'm going to use the for loop. So for I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus, that is increment. What I want to do, when the I is at step number 3, I want to skip that step. So I'm going to use the if condition for that. So if I is equal to 3, then continue. Alright. And then I'm going to display those number, close the double quotes, I include the break tag. Okay, this is just for displaying. And then I'm going to display this as document get element by ID demo dot inner HTML is equal to X. All right, and then I'm going to close this one, close the script tag. It is nothing but just the illustration of one important thing you will find is continue. All right, so then close body and then HTML. Okay, so this is how we are going to create the program when you want to skip certain part. So I'm going to write it as number is equal to plus I. I'm going to save this one. Okay, I will save it as button.html. So here is my file which says button.html. Open with Google Chrome. I will wait for the output. So see, click the button to create a loop which is going to skip the step I is equal to 3. Our loop is going to iterate from 0 to 10. Alright, but when it is going to come at I is equal to 3, it is going to be skipped. So when I click on this, click me,